Good morning. Welcome back to the Wildings Landing. Thought I would bring you along for a little fall seed starting expedition, adventure, experiments, whatever you want to call them. Got our tray here ready to go. I've already moistened all of my potting mix and I'm sorting through seeds. I just planted the Big Kahuna green bean. Really wasn't a variety I was thrilled with, to be honest with you, but it's what I have right now, so I will get them started, right? We'll always go with what you got. So, I have those in my first two pots, and dear friend of mine, Miss Leah Sherman, came by, a week ago now? I think it's been a week. And brought some awesome seeds. She brought me a spring sets too, that a lot of them did real well. Some of these are also from that, but they were some of the same. That's okay. We can always hold on to them. And this is Lacinato kale. I know my lighting isn't great. It's also called dinosaur kale. Definitely wanted to try this last year. Never got the opportunity. I grew Red Russian, which I really, really liked, and we're going to do that one again. But variety, just give me some variety. So I thought that I'd bring you along, and I know you can't really see much, unfortunately, with my phone. I can just prop it up where I can prop it up, and that's what you get. Sorry. But it is what it is. We work with what we've got. Maybe that'll be the name of this. The seed starting tray that I am using is a styrofoam tray that we have had literally for years. Maybe 10 years, maybe longer. I don't know. We've had it a long time. It was given to us by a friend who had a friend next door that worked for Thomas Produce, which is a pretty big local grower. And he gave them these seed trays. They have been invaluable. There's some busted out on the sides, and, they're not perfect, but boy, are they nice. Do a couple of rows of those. Hopefully within the next week or two, go get some more loads of compost. If you've seen those videos, it's always a good time. It's always a lot of work, but I love getting it because it's so productive. All right, what else do we have in here? We've got, sorry about my hands like that. Basil, I really have enough of. Cantaloupe, nope. Carrots, I'd like to try these Chardonnays. Carrot seeds and I don't get along. I have such a hard time germinating carrot. Last year I got 2 to germinate. They're still in my garden. I haven't pulled them up. I figured if they were the 2 strong ones that I was going to try to let them go to seed. But they have not yet to go to seed. So they might just get pulled up. I don't know. I don't want to pull them up because I really do want to see it go to seed. My dad says they're beautiful. It seems I only had 2 carrots, so I didn't, if I could multiply that by just leaving them alone, I thought that made more economical sense than pulling them and eating them, and it's still certainly using them. So that was my game plan. Maybe they just take more patience than I have, you think? All right, that's 2 rows of the Chardonnay carrot, and these are all USDA organic seeds. I'm not real big on it having to be organic or heirloom or, use what works. I found a lot of hybrids over the spring from hostels that I absolutely loved, so I'm not dead set on that. trying to label things as I go here. That's what you see, the pen going crazy. That has always been one of my downfalls with gardening, is labeling. Get so caught up in what I'm doing, I forget the label. Alright, I have 2 packs of straight 8 cucumbers. Definitely going to go for some cucumbers in the fall planting, because epic bust for spring. Bugs got them, disease got them, epic bust for spring. And the straight 8 is another variety that I've been wanting to try. I've heard a lot of good things about them, so I was happy to see these in the pack. There's a Garden Sweet burpless too, but I don't know. That almost looks like a zucchini. That doesn't even look like a cucumber. And it says cucumbers. Might have tried those just because they look funny. Alright. And I'm not really sinking these seeds. When I watered in this potting mix, of course some of it sunk down. It will do that. And I'm going to sprinkle some more of the potting mix over it and water it in again. So I'm not too worried about burying these seeds. They'll get lightly covered when I do that. Some of the ones that are really full, that didn't sink down much, I'm kind of just giving them a little push. But I'm not trying to put them down like a 1/4 inch or 1/8 of an inch or anything like that. Try to do this the nice, easy way. Then I've got to set up a table to put these on, because my seed starting table, kind of sitting at it, but I moved it. It's now in the kind of general area where we hang out, so I won't leave. I don't think I'll leave these here very long. Maybe a few days, so I remember to keep watering them. That would be great. Alright, grab another plant tag. And I'm sorry this isn't more in depth as far as being able to really see what I'm doing. But it's just lack of, do I say lack of electronics? I don't know. Lack of technology. Turn it this way, just get those out of the way. Hey, I saw a good light. Where was that? I don't know if that's any better for you or not. And those are straight 8 cukes. I would know what it was just by saying straight 8, but wrote out cucumber because hubby will come take a look and he wouldn't know what a straight 8 was, I don't think. He gets a little more into this than he wants anyone to know, I think. Well, he gardened before I did, actually, so our house in Jensen, he had some beautiful gardens, which he gives me a lot of credit for because he said I took care of them, but they were his gardens. Might be a little early for us to do radishes, but I'm going to try them. My timing, I've got to order a garden planner from Haas Tools. A lot of places carry them, but I'm going to order mine from Haas when I do my seeds. When I really order my fall seeds. These are all just seeds that either were given to me or I already have in my seed storage. These are not necessarily like brand new. They're new packs, don't get me wrong, but not like I just bought them or just had them delivered. Not like that. When I do my fall order and get them in, though, we'll definitely bring you guys along for that. We will definitely be bringing you guys along for that. I'm anxiously watching the mail right now for a fig tree that is a rooted cutting coming from Green Thumb Gardening Channel. Yeah. Cannot wait. I'm so excited. Oh, so excited. Alright, there's some radishes. I don't think I grow these for my cousin, and I don't think she cares what variety. Early Scarlet. I eat the greens. She gets the bulbs. Although I think I might try them roasted or something. I tried some last year. I don't think it was this variety. And I actually really liked them. They weren't bitter like I remember radishes as a child. So that was impressive to me. Surprising. Because I didn't expect to like it. But because I grew it, I wanted to try it. Okay. Now to look into the vault of what we are going to... Now this is a hostile variety. Oh, you can't really see the back. This is a sweet onion. I'm going to try this one. This is something that I ordered for last fall, and it didn't end up getting planted. I don't remember what excuse I would use, but they didn't get planted. Oh. They obviously got a little damp. Grr. And I'm going to do 3 rows of this just to try to use them up. Not to mention we eat a lot of onion. Now that we're not living with our children. I know when Mike and Dakota watch this video, they're going to laugh. Neither one of them really care for onions. So when they were living at the house, I just didn't use them much. You know, trying to make everybody happy. But being out without children now, even though adult children, they're still my kids, we are eating a lot more mushrooms, onions, garlic, things that we enjoy. Growing mushrooms is kind of on a bucket list right now. Anybody got any hints on that or tips on that? If you do it, got a video out there on it, you can direct me that way. I'd appreciate it. Or if you know of a good video, maybe it isn't yours, but maybe you say, hey, I ran across this. I'd appreciate that. I don't think it's nearly as complicated as it is in my head in reality. And if anybody, another thing I'm struggling with right now, getting my bananas to bloom. I know, completely off subject, right? But anybody has any hints there, I would appreciate it. Because I only have, 10, 15, 20 banana trees planted. I want production. I mean, I really want some production. My seeds are all disorganized right now. Surprise, surprise. So me finding the things that I want to plant are a little more, I need to label those. Yellow onion. Getting those little things in there is a pain in the patootie. Looking for the red burgundy onions because I really, really want to start some of those too. I'm going to go back and do a fall/winter planting of tomatoes too. There's some red burgundy onion. And again, I'll probably do 3 rows of that. These are not Haas, although I think I have some Haas ones in here somewhere. If I do, I'm going to switch over. Oh, that's the red burgundy ochre. You think I like red burgundy things? It says anthocyanins I'm after. They're healthier. Yeah. But oh, there's a red Russian kale. That's definitely getting planted. Graffiti cauliflower from Haas. Definitely want to get that one done too. But where are my other onions? I'll find them when I am like overlooking and not paying attention anymore. They'll be like, oh, there they are. Oh well, we'll go with the fairy moors right now. I can always succession plant more. Make another garden. It's really more labor than money with making another garden. So, I mean, it's what am I willing to invest? I'm not so sure these are going to be any good. Y'all remember my seeds all got wet? Well, I would consider these a bust. So, if I don't find the Haas ones, maybe we won't be planting the red burgundy onion today. Let's go on with what I've got. A red Russian kale. This is such a pretty kale. I really, really enjoyed this one last year. What did I do of the lacinados? I did 2 rows. So I'll equal that and do 2 rows of the red Russian. And last year I direct sowed these. I did not do my seeds like in a seed starting tray and all of that. So this again, you know, trying to do things a little more, I don't know, right? Everybody has their own way of doing things, so I don't consider one way right and one way wrong, really. If it's working for you, then it's right as far as I'm concerned. But doing this gives me a chance to get some things either thinned out or more pots started or whatever I need to do while they're going. One of my things is I've always kind of waited until things were perfect to start to plant. Well, that's why I'm planting late too often, because things are seldom perfect, as we all know. And then in 2020, I don't think we're going to know what perfect is. So, let's just go with it. Alright. Enough of the red Russian. Oh, for now. Last year I kept succession planting this, and I had it way into the spring and early summer. As a matter of fact, I think I pulled it. It wasn't a matter of it gave up on me. I gave up on it. I was just kind of tired of it. Alright. Alright. I've got to get that shirt. You guys ever watch Homesteads or certain YouTube channels or whatever that you really want their merchandise? Their shirts or whatever? Yeah, I'm there. Okay, I've got 3 rows left. 3 rows left. Those peas would be nice, but they come up so fast that I don't think it's going to warm up in time to plant them right now. Should I start some tomatoes? Like some Bella Rosas? I grew tomatoes all through the spring, all through the winter last year. We never got a frost, so it's kind of easy. They were loving the cooler weather. Did great. I had a yellow pear in San Marzano last year. Yeah, I'm going to take a risk and do this cauliflower. I'm only going to do one row of it because it is early. But what are my days to germination on this? 80. Oh, I should have, or days to maturity. I'm sorry, that was 80 days to germination. That'd be forever. But maybe I'll get, I have a white globe cauliflower in there somewhere too. Maybe I'll do those too. I still want to order a couple of more from Haas. They've got a yellow one that I would also like to plant. Just color variety and visual interest in the garden. Dogs heard something. I've got to I gotta try to do a video called Planting with a Puppy. I've been trying to get in another round of sunflowers and zinnias all over the property. And the reason being, my son and future daughter-in-law are getting married here next year. And I want to, establish those beds for visuals, but I also want to establish those beds for their wedding flowers. They're having me grow their bouquets and boutonnieres. So that's a fun adventure. It really is. It's become something I do every morning. I go around and I, seed save from my zinnias, and I've got some zinnia bouquets sitting right here in front of me, actually, that I've been harvesting seeds from those as they die off. So, yeah, kind of getting ready for that in the background. Hopefully here in a couple of months, month or two, I can walk you around and show you where I planted all those. Hopefully they work. That would be good. Trying to multiply my supply. And that was graffiti cauliflower. And while I'm on the cauliflower thing, let's see if we can find that other one. Let me see. Oh, celery, Swiss chard. So many things in here I want to get planted. I'm sure everybody's kind of like that right now, though. You're either starting your seeds, have already started your seeds. I know some of you are so far ahead of me. I'm used to that now, though. I don't even feel bad anymore. I used to feel like I was really slacking. I know my circumstances are different than yours, and I've let that go. There are some cool seasons. I don't see that other cauliflower right this minute. Which doesn't... It's just Raphael. Hush, hush, hush. Hush, hush, hush. We don't need to bark at the neighbors. Not every time. Hey, there it is. And this was not a white globe. This was early snowball. So, okay. And I found some onions that I'm going to do. More onion. Well, these are like a bunching onion, a green onion. So that'll fill up my last 3 rows. Get us started with our fall planting. 1, 2, think I just had a seed escape. I did. So one of these cauliflowers that I thought was going to be graffiti will end up being white. Just have to remember that. When we're here through the week and there's no noise around because the people live around that have property around us are all just weekend people. The dogs get so used to it being so quiet that on the weekends, oh my gosh, they do not like hearing all the noise. They're barking a lot. Right now they're being pretty good, but they're typically barking a lot. Early snowball. And if I'm planting any of your favorite varieties, clue me in on them. You know, if there's anything here that you're real familiar with growing, let me know how it goes. Let me know what to expect. Talk to me about it. Talk to me about it. Let me know it. Yeah, oh, these are garlic chives. Now this, although my son does not like onions, he loves him some garlic chives. So, he will go get these and put them on mashed potatoes and all kinds of stuff. But, again, this is a packet that got kind of damp. So, we'll see. Oh. Grr. I wish you could see my facial expressions right now. Looks like this will be on my order list. There's really none of these I think will work. We'll see. Anybody has any great seed storage that would fit our situation, I am definitely all ears. I do not have a cool place to store them necessarily. I have dark, and I need to work on dry, obviously, but I don't have room in the refrigerator or the freezer, because we just have a little RV one, to seed save in those. So if anybody has any, I don't know, for some reason a cigar box, like an old time, like a dehumidifying nice cigar box has even come to my mind lately. I have to do something better than what I have, that's for sure. Okay, and what were the garlic chives? Alright, I'm going on almost 30 minutes of babbling with you. So I am going to let you go. I'm going to close this out, top this off with a little more potting soil, re-water it in, and we're going to call it a day on planting. It's getting hot. I need to go clean the aviary. I got other things to do, and I don't really think you're going to hang out for 30 minutes and listen to me babble. So that's probably the longest video I've done, and Lord only knows how long it'll take to upload. All right. Love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for hanging out. Show it to y'all. Plant it up, although it's really not going to look much different than it did. You can kind of see some of the seeds on the top. All right. Love you. Thank you. If you've hung in this long, I sincerely appreciate you. If you even watched, I sincerely appreciate. But yeah, it means a lot. Thank you. See you again next time. Bye-bye.